Tron here. Welcome back to the Dame channel. And I am joined by my good buddy and pal on YouTube, Mr. Anthony Jordan of Anthony Jordan's
Hello.
Movies and Reviews. And he is dressed up as his favorite iconic horror slasher movie character, Jason Voorhees, which Anthony, it's good to see you because, like I repetitively told you last night and tonight, you had yourself quite in a dilemma, sir.
Well, I think it's over.
Well, this is the post Halloween live stream chat, so I think you're in the clear, buddy. Looks like we got a little bit of delay on the live stream. Can you hear me all right, Anthony?
Yeah.
Okay,
Pulling.
good deal. Yep, Polly's on.
Oh, that,
We are We are also joined by Jay Gregory, who claims he burnt the shit out of his arm at work. I'm sorry to hear about that.
that's not good.
That's not good at all. So, Anthony, are you going to tell us how you survived?
Just stayed one step ahead.
Once, the, so, so you did better than the rest of us. Polly's bragging about that he scared so many kids. Of course you did, Polly. I wouldn't expect anything different or anything less from you. Good God.
I,
The guys in.
I scared
Go ahead.
someone.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you? Did you have the
I
Jason
was
mask
going.
on?
Yeah, when I was up at my friend's, I went down and one of the homeless guys there, he jumped when he seen me in the costume. I just, I just said, it's Halloween. Everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Yeah, and I'm sure some of us have had our fair share of them. Sebastian Way is on the live stream, followed by his little sister, Slammo Sammo. Hey, happy Halloween, Slammo. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope everybody had a great Halloween. Once again, it came as fast as it left as fast as it came. So we've all got to get through this Halloween hangover. It happens every year. Our favorite holiday comes and goes so damn fast, is it not, Anton?
Yeah, it's over for me already.
Yeah, it's well. I have about 10 minutes left where I'm at, but I might as well call it a post Halloween for me as well. So, what's up, Giga Chad, man? Good to see you. Polly scared a lot of kids. Jay Gregory, sorry to hear about your arm. I'm still mad I had to work on Halloween, but I did dress up as Michael. I saw your picture. That was pretty good, Jay. Yeah, I got Anthony. I got Mr. Anton on. He survived the Michael Myers chase. But
Now
like I said,
I see what Professor means now about the chat being hard to read on this.
oh yeah, it can be a little bit hard to read. That's why I sit here and I read it pretty rapid fire so everybody can see or hear it, whatever.
Backup device.
Gotcha. Sebastian says you got Anthony. What's on? Yes. Hey, happy
Hey,
Halloween, everyone.
Sebastian.
Yes. Senor Sebastian Way. Chadman says, man, it's already snowing in some states. Yeah, don't bring it here. I'm not ready for snow. Sebastian just finished H1 and H2. I did too as well. That's kind of funny. Now I got part 5 on. I'm going to end the post Halloween night with part 5 and part 6.
I got part 6 paused with Michael handing Tim the towel.
Oh, those. So you're literally staring at the frozen thorn symbol on his wrist as he's handing Tim the towel. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Polly, I was giving candy out, and this little boy was scared to get candy. He stared at me, and his face started turning red. Polly, like I said, that doesn't surprise me one bit. Mr. Joel has joined the live stream, Anthony. We got Joel on here. We got MJ Cinema, aka Mike and Movies. So Anton, you were in quite a dilemma there, buddy. We're glad that you survived, but let me tell you something, man. I know you're pretty proud of yourself for evading Myers and for fighting him off and surviving. But man, there's only so many times you could poke the stick at the bear and get away with it, buddy.
Well, I got another year to worry before I have to worry about that.
Oh, so you mean to stir the pot again? You just wasn't happy with the first batch of stew, were you?
No, I got another year before I have to worry about him coming back for retribution.
And that's what it's probably going to be called, Halloween Retribution, still after Anthony. There's an old
Inexplicably.
cliche. There's inexplicably. There's an old cliche that goes with you, Anthony. It's some folks got to learn the hard way. Slamo Samo's throwing up the jack o' lanterns. Let's see, didn't go this year. Just stayed and watched me. Yeah, I didn't. I did the Halloween live stream earlier, but it was just too damn cold to really enjoy it. Micah Movies just finished Halloween 6, Joel. I am done watching Halloween 1 and 2. So is I and Sebastian Way. Mr. Anthony here on the live stream's got part 6 paused. I've got part 5 on as we speak. And Polly, you mentioned Retribution. Now Myers fan will show up. Yeah, God, I hope not. I don't want to be. I don't want to fall asleep on my own damn live stream. Have you ever had any interaction with him, Anthony, like on his channel or any of his videos or what?
I've just listened to a few of his videos and they're just not that interesting.
No. Again, it blows my mind, and I will forever be confused on how he's got over 5,000 subs. I will never figure it out. I don't get it.
I mean, I get he's got kind of a monotone voice. I got one too, but for my stuff, I put more emphasis into what I'm saying.
Exactly. And you're not a mountain of misinformation with bad opinions and judgment like he is either. So, but yeah, I'm halfway through your part 6 Curse of Michael Myers review, and I just finished your Halloween ranking video earlier. Good ranking, by the way. Very interesting
Thank
indeed.
you.
Yes, sir. And I did my re-ranking today, guys. If you guys didn't see it, it's on my channel as well. There's Anton throwing up the jack-o'-lanterns and the really large kitchen knives while being on the live stream. See, you've already got one step ahead of the Myers fan 25. He couldn't have done anything like that. Sebastian puts on Myers fan when he can't sleep. Yes, his channel is definitely the cure for insomnia. I was going to watch Halloween today, but my boyfriend was tired, so we're going to watch it tomorrow. So let me get this straight, Samo. Your boyfriend was too tired to watch a Halloween movie, so you said forget it. Sebastian, give her a clunk on the head. Micah Movies, I don't think I've ever been able to finish a video for neither have I. It's too painstaking. Anthony can walk too, so he's already better. Yeah, you're not a couch ogre like the Myers fan 25 is. So
There's
you're about
there's two kinds of YouTubers where you can say I watch them to go to sleep. One is like him, but there are others where it's just something about their content is just almost relaxing and can help get you in that mindset.
yeah, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't get you in no mindset, but to start snoozing and
He's the
snoring. So
former.
he's he's the latter. Yeah. Slamo, you'll have to go back and check out the video to see what my ranking was. Baz, I would have broken up after that. Yeah, Sebastian Way, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. I love your little sister to death, but that's just a bad judgment call. Slamo, I'm the Maestro Megatron is highly disappointed in you.
Giving him some coffee.
Watch her say he doesn't drink coffee. He wanted to watch it more than me, actually. Oh, so the truth comes out. Now Anthony, I'm really disappointed in Slamo right now. I don't even I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. Boy. Yeah, Micah movies. He's a huge Resurrection fan. Yeah, he's in love with Busta Rhymes, and I don't know. I can't quite figure that one out. I guess he likes Busta Rhymes using his kung fu to unrealistically kick Michael's ass. Sebastian says, Sam, we couldn't see it. Slamo's throwing up the clown face. I think she's starting to get a little irritated already. You just could have given him some coffee. That would have been the end of the argument. So now she's crying, screaming, "No, Sam, it's Slamo. It's too late." Yeah, Polly, don't remind me. It is now November. I usually have the Halloween hangover for about 2 weeks, and then I start getting into the holiday mood the best I can. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then I'm actually looking forward to a New Year's, so I can get my last surgery done and get back to normal again. So, Anthony, do you look forward to eating some turkey and some gravy in the month of
Yeah,
November? No, yeah, hell yeah. He's like, yeah,
and
I love me some turkey and gravy.
Chris,
No, go ahead.
and then there's Christmas ham.
Yes, then there's the Christmas glazed ham with pineapple.
That
But
I actually
what
don't glaze mine.
you don't glaze your ham?
I I make mine the way a friend that recently passed taught me. I rub it in paprika, then
Uh
put it
huh.
in the slow cooker with the citrus soda,
Oh,
and it comes
you don't
out
mind?
real good.
I do a turkey and a ham. I might do two small hams. You don't mind if I borrow that recipe, do you?
That that was a friend that passed away that taught me that. So if more people enjoy it, the better.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. Jay Gregory, I normally scold my sister boyfriend. It's fun, Jake, and that's what Sebastian Wayne needs to start doing to Slamo's boyfriend there. Watching Halloween on Halloween night hits different. I agree. It feels like it's literally happening down the street. Love that. I myself as well. The Myers 25 wants to bone Buster. Oh my God, the live stream's starting to go off the rails already.
if
Anton,
if you really
yeah.
want Halloween to hit differently on Halloween night, turn the volume up in the moment when she says that the boogeyman and he says as a matter of fact it is. Open your front door and just stand on your porch and look around while you hear the Halloween theme and him breathing.
You know what? I never thought of that, but I always try to put myself in Dr. Loomis's shoes on that part when he's looking around and his eyes are wandering around, knowing that Michael's still out there. The real possibility that he's still out there. But yeah, I always try to put myself in his shoes. Now that you've given me that idea, I can quite possibly put myself in Dr. Loomis's shoes now. Slamo Samo said Sebastian wouldn't dare. She's she's talking doo doo to you, Baz. Oh boy. Um, Sebastian said I'm probably gonna watch more Halloween tomorrow. I'm still in the mood. Yeah, I stay in the mood for like I said about 2 weeks after October. Pumpkin pies tonight for Jay Gregory. I'm jealous. Make sure you got some whipped cream to go with that. Um, what's Mike Myers 25 wants the boat? Yeah, I got that. Where's my brother Bloodless at? Don't know. I might have made him mad or hurt his feelings last night because he was really kind of getting on my nerves last night. So I didn't mean to. I just wanted to set the record straight to him. Please stop talking about that wretched sequel that is number 13 on everybody's Halloween ranking, and please stop talking about that fairy idiot character that's in that god awful sequel. And you know damn well who I'm talking about. That's the only point I was trying to get through the thick vampire's fucking skull. So Baz, Maestro could start a second cooking channel, pumpkin pies alongside. Dude, you know what? That's a good idea. I might do a holiday cooking channel on the side. I might sit there and rant and cuss and burn my hand all the time in the oven. Sit there and throw the turkey across the room. That would get some good clicks, wouldn't it, Anthony?
Yeah. Holiday cooking is some of the most fun cooking.
It is. It really is. Uh, yes, Mike, you got it. Sam, I wish I went trick or treating. Well, why didn't you? You know, Slammo, you're getting yourself in quite a dilemma, like Anthony was last night. Joel, my old friend did see Five Nights at at the movie theater in Manhattan, New York. He said it was okay, not the best. Did not doing justice to source material story. Usually doesn't. Source material sometimes just doesn't add up. Well, most of the time doesn't add up to the movie.
It's
That's awesome.
got me more intrigued that I'm hearing mixed things about it.
And they keep coming. The mixed
Like
reviews are more than good or bad reviews. So,
whenever I hear that, it just makes me want to see it even more so I can see what side I fall on.
absolutely. Yeah, I hear you on that one. That's all she does. I'm used to. Oh shit, Baz. I love you, Baz. Micah movies. Yeah, I've always had a feeling the Myers fan 25 is a little. Yeah, I got you on that one. Chad, man, Season of the Witch and Willy's Wonderland tomorrow for me. That's a good lineup, Chad, man. Welcome to the live stream. Slammo Maestro, what was your top three? My top three was part four, Halloween 1978, and my number one pick was Halloween 2 1981. My opinions and my personal favorites in the ranking. Nothing professional about it, so that's just how mine was. And Bloodless always
I
comes back to life. Oh, go ahead, Anton.
actually, Polly, I have snuck the last chicken wing before.
Oh shit! Is he still hitting them damn wings?
I guess. I got a friend, he made some chicken wings for the 4th of July. Went to
Mhm.
work, he put what was left over in the refrigerator, went to work, came back, and his dad ate all but one of them.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god!
I'm like, that would have made me more angry than if he had just eaten them all.
Yeah, why are you gonna leave one? Nobody can just eat one chicken wing.
Like,
That's about the most asinine shit I've ever heard in my life.
you can kind of accept, well, I guess he ate them all, but really, you're just gonna leave me this?
Yeah, no shit. Micah movies, yes, I did like your Halloween ranking. That was really good. Anthony looks like the type of guy I see trying to sneak the last chicken wing. He did say he was kind of guilty of that from time to time, didn't you, Anthony?
Yeah.
Slamo, I didn't because I got sick today, and I'm pretty sure she grew out of her costume from last year. Yes, you little teenage girls grow like weeds, so yeah, no more costume for you. Baz, I still have yet to see Five Nights at Freddy's. Same here. To see anyone enjoying shitting on the critic shills. Yeah, got you on that one. Especially when Blowhouse is involved, some material is non-existent. Pretty much. But I thought we all were in agreement that the creator of the game kind of oversaw the whole thing. So I don't think a whole lot was left out. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I finally watch it on Peacock.
And Gordon Green wasn't directing, so there's that.
Oh, thank God. Good Lord Almighty. That son of a bitch could he could fuck up a wet dream underwater. Everything he touches turns into a pile of shit. Baz, I think H78 moves back up over H2 tonight. I keep changing my mind. Good God, Sebastian, would you make up your mind? Yeah, Micah movies. I saw that. Your Halloween five's in your top three, and Baz's top three is 78, 2, and 4. So once again, for another year, Senor Sebastian Way has changed his mind on his top three and his top 1 and 2 picks on the Halloween franchise. But that's okay.
I'd like to get a copy of the fan at the Mr. Sandman cut.
Yeah, no shit.
Because from what I understand, it's not just 1 and 2 together, but it has incorporated in too.
Oh, it does?
From what I understand.
I want to now. I want to check that out. Yeah,
Even if
that
it's just
sounds.
a seamless cut of 1 and 2, I still want to see it.
Yeah. I totally agree. As Halloween fans, we want to check something out like that, even though We know it's probably not going to be the best because of that, but Slammo, if I ever rank my fave Halloween movies, everyone here would shit on me. We would not. We're all friends here on the live stream, aren't we, guys?
Yeah, we might give you a little bit of a hard time about one or two, but it's just in fun.
Yeah. It's done out of love and fun. Just ask your brother. Everything that he does, as well as pick on you and give you a hard time, it's done out of fun, right, Sebastian? Polly, I'm fixing to walk the subway and ask for a 10-foot. Like, gee, good God, do you have a tapeworm? Have some kind of medical condition going on that we're not aware of, Polly? Because either you're either going to shit yourself to death or you're going to eat yourself to death. One of the two.
Just watch out for the bodybuilders with bleach.
Oh, good God. That's funny, Anthony. Mike in movies, as long as HE isn't at the top, you're good. I'm pretty sure it won't be. Even Slammo Sam was better than that. Her favorite one is Halloween Resurrection, I think. Oh, so she would get along with Myers Fan 25 just fine. Jay Gregory's top threes 2018, H4, and H2O. That's a good top three. What's Polly got? Top three is kills, Rob 2. Yeah, I know you're just playing on that one, Polly. I think all that food's starting to get to your brain. God. I just had a couple simple little cheeseburgers tonight. What did you eat, Anthony?
I got a burger and fries from the burger place.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kept
Yeah,
it simple.
malt vinegar for the French fries.
Oh, that's the only. If you're not in the mood for ketchup or you don't have ketchup, always reach for that bottle of malt vinegar, man. That's the
Or
best. That's the way the state fairs have their French fries.
or
The
if you
best.
have both, it just that you get that much more of the vinegar tang.
I should have brought that up. You are exactly right. This is kind of turning into a foodie live stream. And it's all because of Polly and you, Anthony, talking about your holiday ham.
Yeah, cooking always been an interest. I took 3 years of culinary in high school.
Got you. And I'm not necessarily really good in the kitchen, but I consider myself a good barbecue pit master. In fact, some of my past videos from years back, I used to show what I was smoking, rolling some smoke on some barbecue brisket and ribs and some pork and all that. So yeah, I can get into doing some cooking on the channel again.
Paulie,
I'm down for that.
I'm worried about you. Mayonnaise for French fries?
He's that guy, isn't he? There's always that one guy that has to have the mayonnaise on the front, and he's the. Let me guess. You are no. This is for Slammo Samo. This is a female thing. Let me guess, Slammo Samo. You get French fries, and then you get a frosty at Wendy's, and dunk your French fries in the frosty, don't you? You watch. She's going to say, "How'd you know?" I don't like Halloween shit dickens, so don't worry about that one. I believe you, Slammo. And she just reassured that her that to Sebastian, her brother, that it's not my favorite. Sebastian's still giving her a hard time. Jay Gregory, please don't get me started on Resurrect. Oh hell no, we're past that. This is the post Halloween stream. Apparently, we're talking about holiday food now. And I'm on the live stream with Anthony/Jason Voorhees. Anthony took Anthony/Jason Voorhees took the rest of the night off. That's why the mask is sitting on top of his head. He's tired. He's been chasing around a lot of campers all night long. Don't know what to say for yourself, do you, Anton?
No, I don't dip my chicken in chocolate.
Oh, Sam says I haven't done that, but I've seen that food hack. I would try it. I knew it. It's a female thing. All females dunk their French fries in some kind of ice cream, like a frosty at Wendy's. We're all on a diabetic sugar rush right now. You got that right, Baz. Anthony, I gotta ask you a question. Are you sure you don't dunk your chicken in chocolate?
No, I'll dunk it in barbecue sauce.
Oh, hell yeah. Mixed with chocolate. I'm such a fat ass, Maestro Megatron. I'm gonna have some Skittles dipped in gravy. Oh man, this live stream's out of control, Anthony. Sebastian, I handed him that revolver last night. I said, take it," and then he became a man. Gotcha.
I already
So
got a 9 millimeter.
well, okay, okay. Since you brought that up, Anthony, I gotta ask you, man. Why, while you were in quite the dilemma yesterday, why did you not pull out the 9 mil? Why did you use a tree limb? Why did
Because it
you?
was in the house and firewood was right next to me.
Okay, so the firewood was more accessible to you than the firearm. Okay, gotcha. Yes, pizza and ranch is good. Pizza and blue cheese is also good. Slamo. Opinion on Friday the 13th Part Two. Love it. It's got my favorite final girl in any horror movie, Amy Steele, is Jenny. It's got my favorite male character in any horror movie franchise, Paul Holt, her boyfriend Paul. I love Baghead Jason, as I call it. I love Friday the 13th Part Two. I love it better than the first one.
Not my favorite Friday the 13th, but it's the one I find myself watching the most. I
Yes,
think it's the best example of everything that's great about Friday the 13th.
that's a good way of looking at it, man. Not my favorite either. Just has two of my favorite characters in it. Actually, my favorite is Part Six. Jason Lives, but my second favorite is Part Two, and that reminds me, Anthony. The whole I'm probably going to take a couple of days off from YouTube after this because guys, I'm tired. I did a live stream almost every day and night here in October, so I'm going to take a couple of day break. But when I
Look
come
at
back here in November, we're going to revisit and re-review the Friday the 13th. Does that sound like a good idea, like we did with the Halloween movies?
Yeah, you really want to see scary? Look what Paulie puts on his pizza.
Oh God, do I want to read this? Polly, you oh mustard. Okay, anyway. Joel, Jason Blum lives Brooklyn Heights, New York home, no longer lives in LA. Yeah, probably because they're gonna lynch his ass. I think I'd eat the dog with my oh yeah, I'd rather eat the dog with Michael than have mustard on my damn pee. Well, you know what? I kind of see where Polly's coming from. There is such thing as a cheeseburger pizza, and it does have mustard instead of marinara sauce. So I'll give you that one, Polly. But you're still out of your gourd. You're still lost your mind. Jay Gregory, my revolver has a short barrel. Oh, okay. I got a good topic for live. We should do movie versus other movies, part two versus part three. Oh, that's a good topic right there. That's a good
That would
idea,
be a
Baz.
good one.
In fact, for the next couple of days, as I'm taking a break, I'm going to put my thinking cap on and come up with some good ones on that. Anthony, I'm still hyped up about your idea about Pumpkinhead versus Michael, man. That was you need. I'm telling you, put pen to paper on that before somebody else gets that idea. I'm being serious, bro.
There would be a lot of like specifics to work out for that.
I know, but if anybody can do it, it's you. So that's what I'm saying, man. You better get busy on that, sir. Uh, Halloween too. I mean, yeah, I got you. Mike and movies. Trick or treat, motherfucker. That's for Myers fan 25. Slammo, I'm gonna miss you too, but guess what? It's only gonna be for about 3-4 days, and I will be back, and we will start the F-13 topic and series in November. Polly Anthony used the gun they killed Abraham Lincoln with on my good God Almighty. Anthony, I'm done trying to figure out Polly. Maybe you can come up with a solution. Halloween Resurrection is spoof gold. That's what I consider Resurrection too. It's like a comedy spoof Halloween.
I really think that was the intention.
You might be right. The more I watch it through the years and listen to some of the dialogue, it's got to be a spoof. It really, I mean, it was meant to be a spoof. That wasn't me. That was my neighbor. I actually had a cheeseburger pizza. It is pretty good. So, sorry, Polly. I I got to give you the benefit of the doubt on the mustard on the pizza. My local pizza shop around the corner here in town does a cheeseburger pizza. I forgot, and I have had it a couple of times. Maestro, that was slave work. You were entitled to rest. But nah, it wasn't slave work. It was fun. It's actually the most consistent live streams I've ever done in the 4 years I've had this channel. But it was fun. It was great. I had a lot of fun, and it was my pleasure to get on live streams with you guys. I'm actually bubbly recharging right now.
Holly, quick on the draw there.
Oh shit! What'd he say this time?
Someone just popped in and said, "Accept the character we will not name as Lord and Savior."
Oh, okay, and it got
Holly,
deleted. Okay, good.
Holly banished him.
Okay, good deal. Now, Slammo, now you need to watch Violent Night for Christmas. Yes, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to do that in December, as a matter of fact. Anthony, you need to get down on this one too. I'm going to watch Violent Night. I'm going to cover the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies and all the holiday slasher flicks for
I actually
December.
like the one remake of that with Jamie King.
Is that pretty good? I've never seen that.
It's not great, but it's a fun enough slasher.
Oh, okay. So I would enjoy it then. Jay Gregory says he can talk about the Halloween Kills novel. Yeah, sure you can. Even Slammo threw up the skulls on the name that will not be mentioned on the live stream. Maestro, I'd get tired talking about yogurt for a while too. Good God, that stupid old hag. You know
That,
what, Anthony? I'm almost sad that she didn't try to stalk around your house rather than Michael Myers, because you would have got the job done on that one, correct, sir?
yeah. Oh, look at,
Jason,
oh, if you like jack-o'-lanterns.
yes, I do. That's
That
that's a
came with
pretty
the
cool
NECA
prop.
2018, Michael.
Ding, 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 ding. That's pretty cool, man. Jason Blum says that Spawn will not be horror, which doesn't make any sense because it's part of a horror franchise. But that's just Jason Blum being the dumb, stupid dickhead that he is. Billy Loomis has entered the chat. I guess Billy Loomis somebody got timed out. Yep, Billy Loomis already got timed out. I didn't even know what he said. I'm with you, Micah Movies. What did he say? Did you miss it too,
Billy
Anthony?
was the one that said the accept Corey as savior.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's Billy Loomis's savior because that's his hero. That's his big buff hero, Corey Cunningcock. What you drinking there, Anton?
Just a punch I made. It's Sprite, lemonade, cherry glacier, Gatorade, and some blue raspberry drink.
Boy, you're gonna be up all night, sir. All that sugar. Slammo thinks that was bloodless. You may be right. I don't think Anthony could stand the woman employment talk. Yeah, probably not. Chad, man, I'd rather hear about the Halloween Kills novel than GLC's comic. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Chad. Man, I'm really disappointed and gave the professor a really fucking hard time for spending money on that. And I don't care what excuse he uses. Oh, I could just sell it back for triple the price. No, the professor, he's been my best friend for almost 30 years, but he does some odd stuff. He spends money on odd stuff that he shouldn't spend money on. After all these decades, I still don't understand probably over half the shit that he does. So I will never understand that one. Stalking your prey is good for the kill. Yes, Polly. Mike and movies. Oh, he said that. I'd rather accept the public hair as Lord and Savior than he shall be. Yeah, exactly. Polly, he said the pussy man is Corey is like our Voldemort. That's a good way of putting it, Slammo. And Anthony, you started that one. Yeah, you said the
Good.
name that will not be mentioned out loud. In the Kills novel, there's a story on the first firefighter that Michael killed. He had a wife and kids, and the last thing he said was, "I'll see you soon." Oh, that's in the novel? That's pretty spooky. Sam is probably right. I think Bloodless is doing that. Yeah, you're probably right.
I kind of wish they could have worked that into the movie.
I do too. Uh, he's drinking a milkshake with donuts in it. No, so it's not really your little lemonade punch drink. You're really just drinking a milkshake with donuts in it. That's what
Oh, it's
Polly.
my
That's according to
pipes.
Polly. So Anthony, how long have you had your channel? How long you been on YouTube, man?
I think I made my first video back in like 2015, but it was a couple years before I started doing it more consistent.
Gotcha. I've been doing this. Well, I had one small channel in 2018, and then I just totally deleted it for stupid reasons, which that'll never happen again. That stupid reason is no longer in my life, so it definitely won't happen again. And
My
then I
first
started this. Oh, go ahead.
my first review was my favorite Godzilla movie.
Oh, that's right. I think you might have said something about that. I do remember that somewhat. And then this channel I started back in 2019, and it's been growing ever since. It took me a couple times to really figure out what I needed to do on this channel, but I figured it out. I do movie rants and live streams. People like to see me get angry and rant and get my blood pressure popping out the top of my head for some reason, damn near having a heart attack and a stroke. But that's
Well,
okay. So I'm still here.
if you're doing a rant, you got to dial it up a little.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what inspired me to do it because I've always been able to go off at the mouth on shit like that, anyways. So a few years back, I saw this guy, even lamer than Myers fan 25. He just came across my YouTube suggestion and he had the word rant in it. He was ranting about the TOTS 2018 Halloween mask when that first come out back then. He's like, okay, I'm getting ready to do this rant about the TOTS 2018 Michael Myers mask. And this is how he continued to talk during the whole rant. And I'm just watching him and I'm like, this is a rant? That's not a fucking rant. Let me show you guys what a rant is. And so from that point on, I have showed everybody, including you guys, what a rant is. So
And like, what was he expecting from the Trick or Treat Studios? They're nothing horrible, but they're entry level collectibles.
Well, right, and that's what people in the comments were trying to tell him, but he just wouldn't listen. He just wouldn't. He couldn't get it through his head exactly what you just said. And then he's supposed his so-called rant, as he called it. I'm just like, this guy's a freaking retard. This is not a rant. This is a guy just having a discussion in a video with himself. I did that. So that's when I was like, let me show you what a rant really is. But yeah, I agree with you about the tots masks. Uh, now that Halloween is over, I hope we don't have to hear about Queen Corey for a while. Yeah, that ain't no shit. Chad, man, doppelganger professor from the Red Room. What? Where? Anthony, go get the firewood, would you? Jay Gregory, in the novel, there's more backstory on Lindsay Wallace. She actually has a son that wasn't mentioned in the movie. Now, see, that would be pretty cool,
Hmm.
too. They should have added that shit in the movie. Baz, I need to start being consistent. Good job, Anthony. Slammo, your answer's so funny. I appreciate that, Slammo. I really do. I have fun doing them, but that's what I'm talking about, Anthony. Everybody likes to see my face so red. It's about the pop. They like to see my heart about to burst out of my chest when I'm sitting there going crazy like this and doing a rant. Anyways,
When I did my review for the rant for the movie that came out last year. Like, there was a hammer or something next to me in some
yes, I remember.
boxes, and I hate this movie.
What's funny? The funniest part about that video is you had the hockey mask on, so you're breathing real heavy behind the mask like this.
Well, that's what I just started doing that because I just thought it was a little bit of a comedic thing to be reviewing a Halloween movie dressed as Jason.
Yeah, no, it was a good video. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, this guy, he's getting ready to go off really like the real Jason Voorhees, I think. So, oh man. Jay confirmed Lindsay Wallace is a certified MILF. Absolutely, Polly. Get angry, Maestro. Uh, let's rage. Well, the only thing that would get me angry right now is if someone. No, I'm not going to tell you what it's going to take because I don't want it brought up in the live stream again. Let's just keep it together, guys. Let's just stay under control. We're going to be mellow tonight, like Anthony is. There's going to be no rants. I'm in complete control right now. Ain't that right, Anthony?
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, sure, Metro. Yeah." Mike in movies, Halloween 2 had the best Michael Myers. I totally 100,000% agree with you. That is my favorite portrayal of the shape is Dick Warlock in Halloween 2. Joel, David Gordon Geek is still involved in The Exorcist and pre-production. Of course he is, because he's going to milk that cash out till every teat is empty completely.
That's not exactly a franchise you can really do a lot of movies about.
I know. So what the hell else is he going to come up with rather than the shit that we got? You
And
know,
if you want to just do a generic possession movie, don't cash in on the name.
that's what he's doing. That I would love. Let me get face to face with David Gordon Geek. I'm serious. I would push the front of his face to the back of his head with one of Anthony's fire logs.
Did you hear about the movie? It's even got a multicultural exorcism in it.
Oh, of course it does.
You
Of
have
course
like
it
a
does.
Catholic priest, a Pentecostal preacher, a voodoo priest, and a bunch of others coming together.
Okay, and listen to what you just said. Is that not the most absurd bullshit you ever heard for a possession movie? That
And
I not
especially since
even
the
the
voodoo would be more likely to get you possessed.
right, but they threw in the voodoo because of all the evil that's in this world and all the evil that the woke is trying to push into this world. So it makes sense they added a voodoo priest.
And
You know,
the mother that returned from the original, apparently there's a line in it where she said, I wasn't allowed to witness my daughter's exorcism because of the patriarchy.
oh God, Ellen Bernstein. Yes, she was the original mother in the
Apparently,
1973 Exorcist.
the
No,
only reason she took that role is because she could use the money to pay for she's like one of the heads of this acting college,
uh-huh.
and she was able to use the money to pay for some scholarships.
Yeah, that right there takes the cake, and that doesn't fucking surprise me one bit. Let's see. Jay Gregory, yeah, buying the Halloween Myers mask from Trick or Treat Studios. The mold is from the movie. It's just not touched up how it was in the movie. That is exactly correct, Jay. You need Bloodless for yeah, Bloodless will get me going on a rant, especially tonight. Micah movies. Don't even say that son of a bitch's name out loud. Let's just keep it together. Everybody loves that quote. Polly, my brother Bloodless would do the trick. Yeah, typical Blowhouse not thinking as usual. Let's keep this guy that's making us go bankrupt. Chad, man, he made Exorcist 2 look like a masterpiece. Good God. See, I'm never going to watch it. Have you seen it, Anthony? I can't
That
remember.
No, I don't have any interest.
Okay, good for you. That makes me happy that you don't have an interest in that.
And I'm not saying this in a bad way to say that the first one is remotely bad, but for me, it's one of those movies, and some great movies can fall under this category where you only need to see it once.
Oh, so you consider the first Exorcist as that just something you only need to see once?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm not
I
really
did.
with you on that one. I've actually watched the Exorcist has been played on AMC all the month of October. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times,
That's
and I'll
one of
tell you,
those movies, like, if you actually do have like a faith, if you believe in God, heaven, and hell, all of that, it's going to make the movie more effective.
right? Yeah, I can see it that way. Also, another main reason I love that movie is because my favorite character is in it, played by Jason Miller, Father Karras, Damien Karras. I love that character in that movie.
Yeah, he was
Sebastian.
great.
Oh, go ahead.
I said, yeah, he was great in it.
Oh yeah, fantastic man. I love his part in that movie. He has some very iconic lines in that movie. Sebastian's starting to hate him worse than Rob Zombie. That's pretty sad, Baz. Well, I think I'll always have after shit dick ends. He makes that shit look like a masterpiece. Get GLC the bat virus. She will turn into a rusty bat queen covering in a wet monkey tits. I've said this before, Polly. I think you're the one that needs mental help.
And Paulie, what if that turns her into a vampire?
Ooh,
Do we need a
it's a good thing.
immortal vampire JLC walking around?
Now, wait a minute. Remember one thing, Mr. Anton. We know how to destroy a vampire, so we would have to go after her and hunt her down and disintegrate her in any fashion way that we need to. So I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, good point. Bloodless loves the soy boys. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one, Mike. In movies, I haven't seen Exorcist 2 yet. Don't waste your time, Baz. Please do not watch The Exorcist 2. Just you'd rather see Bloodless take a dump in a monkey's mouth than see Exorcist Part 2.
Just watch part one and then part three.
Yes, because the way 3 is set up and the story and plot, it's basically the long-awaited sequel to the first Exorcist. You are exactly right, Anthony.
And it's hard to go wrong when George C. Scott's in the cast.
Yes, and the reason they cast him for that part is Lee J. Cobb, who played the original Detective Kinnaman. He died a few years after the original Exorcist, but
Hmm.
replacing him with George C. Scott, like Anthony said, was a genius idea. I'd rather eat elephant feet than to watch them. I don't think I want to see any sequel after it doesn't need any sequel. I might squeeze in 3. Yes, definitely check out part 3, man. It's got Brad Dourif in it. Jason Miller has a small part back as Damien Karras in it. George C. Scott, like me and Anthony were talking about, is badass in it. So yeah, it's got a couple of really good jump scares in it as well. Something that the original Exorcist really didn't have. So it's very effective in part 3.
It's big at
Uh,
recasting. You know how they had to change the Jaws movies because Roy Scheider wouldn't come back?
yes,
I
yes.
had thought long and hard about it and thought, what if they did the unthinkable and like recast him? And the more I thought about it, there's just one person I could have seen stepping into that role, John
And
Saxon.
who's
John
yes, and
Saxon
unfortunately, yeah, John Saxon would have been great. Unfortunately, both of them are passed away, both him and Roy Scheider. So we just
and
lost
John
Saxon.
Saxon was a class act.
Oh, absolutely. You know you're a great actor when you can fight a skeleton Freddy in a graveyard. You,
One
you
of
sit
the
there and you know what I'm talking about in part
Yeah,
3.
yeah,
Yeah.
like one of the last horror conventions he went to, like one of the women that went up to get his autograph, she told him, "No, it's okay. It's just enough to meet you. You don't have to stand for the picture." And he said, "No, ma'am. A gentleman always stands for a lady." And
Now
despite the
see,
pain he was in, he still stood up.
and all those old act and see Anthony, your love for the silver screen. And speaking of silver screen monsters, I know you have a love for it. I watched the original Wolfman with Lon Chaney earlier on Turner Classic Movies before I even started my Halloween live stream last night. So I did that for you, Anton, because I know you like the silver screen classic monsters. I watched Lon Chaney's The Wolfman on Turner Classic Movies. But yeah, all
Masterpiece
those.
film.
Oh yeah, masterpiece. All those actors back then were class acts, not this shit that we got today, not these piece of shit humanoid waste of skin actors and actresses that we have today that are all entitled and they're just shitty people, man. Uh, Asylum Beyond the Dead's in the live stream, and he's asking about Friday the 13th. Uh, then we are all fucked. We will use Maestro as the bait, though. Probably not Polly. Slammo, has anyone seen the new Exorcist movie? I don't know if any of us has seen it. And I know Anthony hadn't seen it, as he was saying. Mike and movies, I'll get a pass for that one because they're helpful instructions. Matter of fact, it's all you have to do. Simple. I might have missed something on that. Fun fact: the Halloween shit that Gins Tots mask that James Hughes Courtney stretch it out and has other copies. Had the Nick Castle stretch. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. a shitty CGI skeleton maestro. Whoa. I don't know if I can picture that or not. So, what's your favorite classic silver screen monster then, Anthony?
Well, again, probably because it's my favorite horror movie, but The Wolfman.
The Wolfman from Mr. Lon Chaney. People did see that was back in 1941 or was it 1943? 41.
41.
1941.
Matter
Yeah,
of fact,
1941. Another thing I like about the Wolfman 1941 is hey, nice action figure by the way. Claude Rains from my favorite movie of all time, Casablanca, is also in that movie.
yeah, and like from what I understand, the age difference between him and Lon Chaney wasn't exactly that drastic,
No,
but Claude Rains brought so much. They both brought so much to that role. You didn't question it.
nope. Yeah, exactly. I didn't. I mean, I didn't even look at it that way until you said something. So yeah, it's just that music that movie magic back then. Let's see. Sebastian's talking shit. Shitty CGI skeleton maestro. So people want to pick on the maestro Megatron tonight. All right, I got some pretty thick skin, guys. So just keep it coming. That's cool.
Sebastian, I respect John Saxon a lot that we kept losing legends. That's why couldn't it have been JLC first? I'm going fat.
Oh, he meant to say far. I'm going far. Gotcha. Asylum. I noticed that when he's stabbing Lori in the ear with the needle. I must have missed that part. I'm gonna say Creature from the Black Lagoon is you know what? That's a good one, man. That's a good classic silver screen monster right there.
I believe it was just
Sebastian.
this year we lost the creature.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I saw an Instagram post about it this month. In fact, they talked about what was his name again? I can't remember the guy that played the lagoon creature.
I
Damn it, I
think
can't remember his name.
Ted White was in that movie.
Yes, yes, he was. In fact, and he used to stunt double for John Wayne back in the day. So when they
Yeah,
brought him as Jason Voorhees for Final Chapter in '84, man, that was pretty impressive.
from what I understand, what got him to stunt double for John Wayne, it was because he was a Marine, and it was when they were doing Sands of Iwo Jima, and he was like an on-set advisor, and John Wayne liked him so much he just offered him the stunt gig.
Oh, that's a nice little fun fact right there. I did not know that. Asylum, the castle stretch look in that scene. Yeah, that's once again, he brought that up. Dick Warlock's always going to be my all-time favorite shape. I don't care if he stretches the mask out or not. Infinite Loop. He said, "Ugh, it's November 1st." Yeah, I totally agree. We're all suffering from the Halloween hangover right now, and it's only just a few hours that October is left. And this usually lasts for me, like I told you at the beginning of the stream, for about 2 weeks, and then I eventually slowly start getting into the holiday spirit. But damn it, Halloween's over already. Son of a bitch. This is all Sebastian's fault. Uh, Speaking of Sebastian, he's kind of looking forward to that Thanksgiving horror movie. You know what? I just saw a pretty decent trailer for that before I hopped on YouTube here, and it looks pretty damn good. For just looks like a fun slasher flick to watch.
Mike in movies, Wolfman's got nards. It's me job.
Oh God, I'll never forget that direct message I got from him. Why are you talking about me? It's me job to do that. And I'm just like, dude, are you that sensitive? Is your vagina that sensitive that you have to come back at me and ask me questions like that? I rant, I banter on this channel. That's what it's all about on my channel. So all YouTubers should banter and rant with each other. It keeps YouTube interesting.
Now, it would have been one thing if he messaged you back and said, you know what, that was actually funny.
Yeah, and I would have respected that, but no, he did not. So he tried to jump my ass for it, and I threw it back. I think what I said back was, "Are we a little too sensitive there, Mister Barry?" His real name's Barry. I said, "Are we a little too sensitive there, Mister Barry?" And I got no response, of course. Joel says Lyndall Blair was not involved in Exorcist TV series recast by Gina Davis instead. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't even watch that. Jay Gregory, don't worry, I'll wear my Myers mask and stab the shit out of my turd. Dude, that would make for a great YouTube video. Barry's got a dildo as sensitive. Yes, indeed, Jay Gregory.
What you do is have the calendar in one room marked October 31st, work into the next room with the costume on, Halloween theme playing, shows the date for Thanksgiving, and just walk up and stab the turkey.
Yeah, Jay Gregory, taking Anthony's advice on that. That would be a badass video, man, right there on your channel. He's sensitive. He's a middle-aged man that cries over a pin. Yeah, Sebastian's been posting a lot of his crybaby opinions and on the Discord. These YouTubers, man, the big five as I call them, McCrae and Wolfman's got shithead, and we watch the dumbasses and all them, drum dumbass and Jimmy Sham idiot. They're just all too sensitive. It drives me insane. It makes me rant, Slammo. Just my God, you're an adult. Take some criticism. That's what it's all about.
What
I
annoys
look at
me are the ones that just delete the comments.
yeah, we watched the movies infamous for it. They will, and so is Drum Dumbass. They'll go through there and just delete them immediately. They cannot take any constructive criticism whatsoever.
Unless someone comments something really egregious, I'm not gonna delete a comment.
Right? Yeah, I got you. And
But
pretty
if
much,
someone
Anthony, you
says
throw it back
something
in
like,
their face.
if someone says something like, I want you to off yourself, then I'm deleting it.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up. I've gotten a lot of shitty comments, but I haven't got anything like that yet. Uh, Asylum says my dog is a raccoon. I ain't saying it. Slamo Samo's got a concerned, surprised look on her face. Is it because I'm ranting now, Slamo?
That or she's wondering about the raccoon dog.
Yeah, that's just him. Asylum coming out of left field with that one. Joel, yeah, I didn't forget about Spooky Astronaut. She's one of the other bitch ass YouTubers that sold out to Hollywood. When she first came out years back, she was pretty legitimate, but she sucks on the Hollywood dick now too,
I
literally.
never even heard of her before she was brought up in here.
Oh no shit, yeah, I found her on accident like about 4 or 5 years ago, and her channel was pretty good. She had some good content on there, but then she started getting really Holly weird and taken up for all the Hollywood bullshit and all the woke ass shit. And I was like, forget it. You've sold out like the rest of them have. So I unsubbed her. Joel, don't forget Spook. Yeah, I got that. Most movie critic YouTube channels are sensitive as much as they can criticize movies. They can't handle being criticized, right? And that's what I'm talking about. If here's my best advice on that type of shit. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. That's all I have to say. So
Yeah, like I could I have a hard time when I see stuff like that not pointing out the hypocrisy.
me too. I'm with you, Anton. I'm on it. If I see the hypocrisy of a comment, especially from a YouTube channel that's stupid, anyways, I call it out immediately.
There's a
So
video I was watching once and it was like an animated parody, and one of the characters is goading another character, and someone asks him, "Why do you do that?" And I'm paraphrasing, but he goes, it's just this thing. I have this uncontrollable urge to point out all the hypocrisy I possibly can."
now, see, I can respect that. Just yeah, I you know what? For the new year, I do point out a lot of the hypocrisy, but I'm going to do it even more. So yeah, I can respect that. Uh, Polly, Cody Leach. Yeah, Cody will as tough as he talks, as much attitude as he talks on his YouTube channel, he immediately starts deleting criticism too. So he's a fraud. He's a fake as well. Baz, I don't like how these YouTubers aren't as engaging with the fans. They constantly skip comments and yeah, that's another thing. Even when I make it to the 500 mark and beyond, and we do super chats, I'm not just going to highlight the comments that people are paying for. That's a bunch of bullshit, and that's how you lose a bunch of people's respect, anyways. And that's what Dave McCock does, and we watch the movie a lot of times. You've seen that, Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget about the subscribers and the friends and the people that has put my channel on the map. That's not how I was raised. I'm respect. I was raised to respect everybody and respect everything that's around me. So yeah, I'm not going to be that guy. But yeah, that's a good comment, Baz. It's crazy. I found your channel just by typing Halloween ends. That's what a lot of people. I think that's how Baz found me, and Anthony. I think that's how you found me as well, wasn't it? Last year, and a couple other people. Keith A. Haven't seen him in a while. Everyday Horror. He was on the live stream earlier tonight. It was good to see him. And I love Everyday Horror. He found me with the Halloween Ends rant suggestion list as well. But for some reason, he's been on a couple of Myers Fan 25's videos. I don't quite get that, but oh well. To each his own, right? Sebastian, I remember the day I found your channel, Mastro, and laughing over and over at the microwave ding. Yeah, that when I first saw that leak trailer video of the microwave dinging, and he looks over and it distract. I mean, come on, man. What movie have you seen Myers get stupidly and comedically distracted by something as simple as a microwave ding? If this was Michael Myers in H6 or Part 5, or Rob Zombie's Michael Myers in the first reboot 2007, do you think a microwave ding would have stopped them from busting in that pantry and tearing their
No.
fucking head off? No. Just absurd, man.
I pretty much knew that movie was going to be bad when I got kills on Blu-ray and in the director's commentary. Gordon Green was pointing out the radio tower in the background that was not in the original movie, and how it's going to be an important plot detail in the next one.
Oh, good God.
And I was like, oh, they're going to. Once I heard that, I'm like, you've ruined it already, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah, you were exactly right on that, and that was a good catch. And I didn't have high expectations for it, anyways. After how Kills was very disappointing. I mean, my personal opinion, Kills was very disappointing. I remember looking over at the professor and my buddy Kevin. We streamed it on Peacock that night. I remember looking over at both of them, and I'm like, "Wow, is this really the movie that we got? That's it. This is this is what happened. This, killing off iconic characters like Tommy and Sheriff Brackett and Nurse Marion Chamber and all that shit." I was like, "Man, this is foul. I
And
do not like this shit."
how Brackett did not get one scene with Lori.
Yeah,
Even
I mean, yeah.
even
Instead
Dennis
of
McRae criticized it for that.
Yeah, because McRae does have a little common sense in some aspects of that. So yeah, I can understand how he caught it and thought it was stupid and absurd too. But instead of repeating the iconic line from the original Halloween 1978, "Hey, well, it's Halloween, everybody's entitled to one good scare," instead of saying it to Lori, which he should have, he says it to Michael Myers and then he gets killed. That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life in any Halloween movie.
And the fact
I
that
just sat there shaking my head.
Brackett, of all people, would have joined in on an angry mob.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know he's like 90 years. Yeah, it was just absurd. Infinite Loop says that's how I found you. Everyday Horror and Zach Hall been missing. Everyday Horror actually hopped on the Halloween live stream earlier tonight, Baz. It was pretty good to see him, but he hasn't been doing a lot of videos. And I did see Zach Hall's farewell video, and I really kind of want to have a talk with that kid. I mean, I'm sorry that he's retiring for the second time. That's his prerogative, but I really just want to sit down and really see what's really going on with Zach, because I'm not bashing on the kid. I love the kid to death. Me and him have had some good live streams in the past with the Powerhouse of Horror live stream, but I he didn't come out and admit it too much. But I just think he lets these negative people and these trolls that I get as well. I think he just let it go to his brain too much. You cannot let these people tear you out of your domain, tear you out of your castle. This YouTube channel for me, Anthony, is like my castle. I'm the king of this castle. No troll or no
Exactly.
negative. Right. See, you probably feel the same way about your channel. No
And
troll or no negative dickhead is going to tear me out of my castle.
the
So yeah,
people
I need
who
to
leave the
go
negative
ahead.
comments, the people who leave those comments, like, I ain't making this video for you. I'm making it for the people that enjoy hearing what I have to say.
Right. So I really kind of want to reach out to Zach. I got him on Instagram. I want to DM him, and I really want to sit down and just I want to have a conversation with him and talk to him. But I mean, if he really wants to pursue other things like he talked about in his farewell video, like a career in professional wrestling, which is what I used to have myself, I have to say, go for it, kid. I mean, it's a rough business. It's a rough, fun business, but uh, if that's really what he wants to do, I'm all for it. But I really want to see if it's really the people that were being so negative on his channel. I really want to see if that just got to his head too much. Because
I didn't know
if
that.
that's, oh yeah, he had a lot of hateful people on
You
his.
doing the wrestling, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's why you get some of the trolls on there that call me a washed up wrestler. And see, that doesn't even bother me. That doesn't, because I think to myself, I might be a washed up wrestler, professional wrestler, as you per se, but at least I did it. At least I've done it. What the
I know
fuck have
there's
you done?
another guy I subscribe to who does gaming, but he used to do professional wrestling. He
Hmm.
never went far, but he's like, you know what? At the end of the day, my grandfather got me into wrestling, and before he died, he got to see me wrestle and win a main event.
Oh, kick ass! That's a good little
So he's like,
story.
if nothing else, it was worth it for that.
Uh, Infinite Loop was looking for rants after watching the theaters. I'm glad mine popped up. Slamo's laughing. I got to read Polly's comment. Michael Myers actually shit his pants from the microwave. So it was ding. Oh God, Jesus! Now I can't fight Lori worth of shit. I've got a pile in my coveralls. Good God.
He should have stole some Imodium from the pharmacy.
Yeah, just in case of an emergency microwave ding, you know. Asylum also found your channel because of the JLC rant. Gotcha. And I appreciate everybody that has found my channel and has supported me all this time. Everyday Horror and Myers Fan 25 are friends. I think I remember them doing commentary. Yes, they are friends. Everyday Horror's badass though. I love his channel. He's got some good shit on there. But I can't say much for his friend. So, but I'll just leave it at that. Slamo, I'm in so much pain right now, Mastro. You are helping me through. Oh man, what kind of pain are you in, Sam? I got some major painkillers for myself that I can give you from my stint in the hospital here. Infinite Loop. I had a secondhand embarrassment when Corey robbed Michael. Oh, good God!
I
like a, ugh. Go
I
ahead,
got
Anthony.
up. I literally got up out of my seat in the theater and walked into the lobby.
Yeah, because you were probably about to snap in front of a couple hundred people, weren't you?
There were only about 20 people in the theater.
Good God Almighty! Here's what
And
I did the night of my Halloween ends rant. I've got the Peacock app also downloaded on my phone here. I actually watched Halloween Shit Dick Ends on my phone right before I did my rant and review. And on that part where he wrestled and overpowered Michael to the ground and got his mask, I almost threw my phone down on the concrete. I almost destroyed the one instrument that makes me money and destroyed it because of that piece of shit scene and that piece of shit movie. I mean, that's got to tell you something right there.
I did see one hilarious edit for it where someone put the Looney Tunes music over it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was hilarious and it just fit too perfectly.
I'm gonna have to check that out. They didn't even do anything with the radio chat. No, not really, Polly. Don't even mention. Yeah. Jay Gregory stole my line. Don't even mention that son of a bitch's name out loud. Let's just keep it together. Brackett was just sitting down, mumbling and farting in the corner. Lori, very poor handling of the character. Fucking Sebastian. For real, Maestro, you should be prepared when making a channel to handle trolls, but I understand the guy. He's cool. No, I'm not dogging on Zach Hall about that. I'm really not. I just he's got a lot of experience on YouTube. He's got more experience than I do. He had a channel like 10 years ago. He had two other channels like 10 years ago, a gaming channel and some other channels. So he's been on YouTube even longer than all of us. So
No,
he
I
should
mean,
be
sorry.
about as long as you have. Sorry about that, Anthony. So you yourself being on YouTube that long, you know how to put the blinders on, if you will, to the trolls and just kind of block it out and just let it roll off your back water on a duck. You know what I'm saying?
Some sometimes you make just make a sarcastic remark back. Sometimes just don't even feed the trolls.
You're right. Yeah. And sometimes I humor them just for the sake of the live stream and I'll say something to them, but about 80 to 85% of the time, I just ignore them. I just like I said, the cliche. I just I let it roll off my back like water on a duck. So, Polly, the haters are cockroaches that need to get stomped on. You are exactly correct there, Polly. What were you saying, Anthony?
With respect for him, though, like it's cool if he wants to go into wrestling, but if the comments are giving him that hard of a time, he's going to have to deal with a heckling crowd.
Right, especially in wrestling. You get a lot of that shit. And I'm speaking from experience on that. And here's something else that I want to talk to him about. If you're going to be training, he said he's already been going through some training and some school for professional wrestling. If he wants to really be smart and clever about this, he should be YouTubing the fact that he's going through the training and the schooling and the working out. He said he's been working out 5 days a week in the gym. It would be in his best interest, and he would get a lot of clicks and subs if he was actually YouTubing that. Don't you think, Anton?
Yeah, yeah. You ever heard of 8-bit Eric?
No, never heard of him.
He's a gaming YouTuber, but he also does wrestling. He has a book out on YouTube, and it's called From High School to Headlocks, and it's about his journey of becoming a wrestler.
Nice. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. That if Zach was to get keep his channel and keep up his progress and what's going on his channel, that would get him a lot of clicks, man. I
I
think.
forget
I think
where I seen it. I was like reading something about wrestling once, and someone said, especially you're the new guy in the locker room, 3 words are going to get you a long way. Please, thank you, and excuse me.
you're. Yep. Yup. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you brought that up, Jay Gregory. Let's get to some comments. As I get older, I realize that no matter if you're doing good or bad, people will always have to shit to say, and that's because most of the people in this world are just unhappy with their existence. But
Like,
my grandfather always told me when he was alive, as well as my father when he was alive, when you got people bashing on you and you got people hating you, that means you're doing something right. So that's the way I look at it.
Winston Churchill said, you have enemies, good. That means at some point in your life you stood up for something.
Yes, something they're too scared to stand up for. So yeah, when I got haters and trolls, that just tells me I'm doing it right. So I'm not changing anything on my channel. I'm not changing a damn thing. Joe, woke teen kids trolls try harassment Zach all the time. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Joe. He gets a lot of harassment, a lot of trolls harassing him on his channel, and he kind of explained last night on his farewell video, retirement video, that it's from his past, one of his past channels that he had 10 years back. A lot of these people know his dirty laundry, and they air it out on his channel. I mean, I don't know. It's just a sad situation for him. I feel bad for him, but I hope his retirement and his training for professional wrestling or whatever he decides to do. I hope it makes him happy, and I hope he succeeds at it.
That's one thing I hate is just dredging through a man's past.
Yeah, oh yeah, that it's just uncalled for. It's a low blow. It's crossing the line, and it lets me know that you're not a very good fucking person in real life. So chuck it through the screen. I just might. I'm fixing to grab Sebastian and chuck you through the screen, buddy. Speaking of wrestling, my band teacher in 10th grade said he actually auditioned to play Paul Bear for the under. Oh, no shit, but lost out to Paul Bear. That's pretty cool news there. I like that, Paulie, because Paul Bear was badass with the Undertaker. Before he was Paul Bear, he was Percy Pringle in the NWA. You know a lot about wrestling too, don't you, Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few posts that you have made about CM Skunk and his bullshit that he's done.
My, my favorite belt is the NWA heavyweight title.
That is a classic belt. You For you to even remember that belt is very impressive to me, my friend.
I started watching, I think, back in late 98, early 99. The
Right.
first thing I've ever seen was on WCW, and it was a Roddy Piper promo.
Was it the one where he bashed the beer bottle on his head and starts bleeding?
Oh, I
Because
can't
he
remember.
used to do
All I remember was it was Roddy Piper, so he was my introduction to wrestling.
that. Got you. Oh, that's a good introduction to that business. Yeah, I'm quite a bit older, so I've been watching it since the late '70s, early '80s. So I can talk some pro wrestling all night. I might do a couple live streams just talking about wrestling news, wrestling past, and wrestling present. So
Present
that'd be
ain't
pretty.
nothing special, sadly.
What's that?
I said, sadly, wrestling present ain't nothing special.
No, it's not. It's terrible. The Nobody knows how to do the business correctly anymore. It's gone to complete shit.
My
Uh,
main my main thing now is just Dutch Mantel.
oh, I love that story time with Dutch Mantel.
I
I'm subscribed to that channel. I love that channel.
Now I can't listen. You know, a lot of people love him. I can't listen to Cornette because he's just too bitter.
He is, and he for other political reasons I can't listen to him. He goes a little too far to the left for my taste and says a lot of negative shit about certain things and people that I don't appreciate. So I haven't listened to Cornette in a while, but I respect Cornette. He speaks his mind and what he's done in the wrestling business, but he's just gotten too much negative political talk that he mixes in with his wrestling video talk, and I'm just like, you know what? Fucking forget it. I'm not listening to Jim no more. I can't. I just can't do it.
I want to hear about wrestling, not your political opinion.
Right. And this past year, including some of last year, it got even worse with him. I don't know what happened. Polly says it's funny how trolls pop up like it's fishes looking for bait. Yeah, that's a good comparison, Polly. Infinite Loop, yeah, they come out of the woodworks like zombie. Yeah, you know what? We'll start calling our trolls zombies. Infinite Loop, yeah. Samo, who's Zach? Zach Hall. Your Sebastian will tell you a little bit more about Zach Hall. I used to do a couple live streams with him. I think it was earlier this year and some last year. We called it the Powerhouse of Horror. Kind of like how me and Anthony are doing. Anthony's the calm one. I'm the one that gets so upset and rants like this. That's kind of how we did it. Myers fan can inexplicably can cook you a meal. No, I will very well explanatory not accept that meal from Myers fan 25. Good God, Asylum, you crack me up. He should make a wrestling channel. Good point. Yes, I'm glad you agree with that, Baz. He would get some good clicks and subs for that, I bet. Also, since he's done everything he needed to, I think his wrestling progress, if he's being serious about pursuing that, I think it'd be really good for his channel. I
And
don't know why he just doesn't. Oh, go ahead.
if he does a wrestling channel with the trolls, it'll give him a chance to practice his promo skills.
Exactly. And it's funny you bring that up because the rants that I do, especially when I'm on the live streams, that all comes back to my promo days when I was doing independent circuit jobs down in Texas and up in Kansas and stuff. And some people, actually, it was the Slaughtered Lamb podcast. They brought it up. They were talking about, yeah, he rants to the camera like he's a professional wrestler. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, well, it's kind of funny that you said that because that's kind of how it was on my promos back in the day. So, but yeah, it would improve his promos for sure. Also, since he said he's done everything he needed to, yeah. Uh, what's Chad Man got? Jim Cornette kisses CM Punk's ass too much, which is surprise. Well, no, never mind. It doesn't surprise me because CM Punk leans to the left as well. Maestro, chuck me through the screen would be an honor, and it'd gain us some subs. Oh, Anthony, go get a piece of that firewood.
Chuck him through the screen and get him to exit out of Polly's screen.
Oh, that
They
would
can
get some
have
hella clicks.
they can eat the chicken together.
But there was only one wing left.
Yeah, Polly, you're heading to an ulcer one day.
I'm going to warn you about that, Polly. That's why I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, by the way, for ulcers and abscesses and cysts. So,
Yeah.
brother, make sure you take care of your stomach, man. It's no laughing matter.
I had this roommate once. He came back drunk and cooked, and he mixed like onions, collard greens, and a bunch of other mayonnaise, mustard, and just It was a disgusting concoction. He woke up the next day. He goes, "My stomach is killing me." I said, "Well, if I ate what you ate, my stomach could be killing me too." He go, "What did I eat?" I said, "Go in the kitchen and have a look."
Oh, so he obviously blacked out drunk, made a concoction of shit ass food, is what he did. And we've all been
Yeah,
there. But what you just described that he made, I bet you he shit one hell of a squirrel out of his ass.
probably so. He never
Uh,
drunk cooked again after that.
oh, good God, I hope not. Sebastian, you're right. That'd be more fun than watching the WWE now. Jim Cornette and Dave. Speaking of Dave Meltzer, I hate Dave Meltzer. The David Gordon Green and Dave McCray of the wrestling world. You are correct, Jay Gregory. Polly, damn, I was holding my phone and the damn thing hit me in the head. I'm gonna head out. Polly, before you go, what's going on with you? You had a water bottle explode in your mouth yesterday, and then your phone just pops up and hits you in the head. I think there's some exorcist shit in possession going on in your world right now, Polly. Wouldn't you say, Anton?
Who's sticking the pins in the Polly voodoo doll?
Yeah, somebody's got your number, sir. You might want to start thinking about who you've pissed off. I bet you it's bloodless. It's got to be bloodless.
Some kind of vampire hex?
Yeah, Polly, grab the crucifix and take it to bed with you.
And call
Uh,
Simon Belmont.
oh, good. Oh, yeah, don't call Zach Bagans. He's the biggest. I don't know why people love. For the record, since we're talking about anything and everything on this live stream, that wasn't me. That was my neighbor. I hate Ghost Adventures. I hate Zach Bagans. He is the worst fraud cash grabber in the ghost hunting business. I cannot stand him. I can't. He's a pussy too. If Myers fan cooked a meal, it'd be healthy. I bet. Yeah, I doubt it, Baz. Chad, man, you guys heard about Sam Neill cancer medication stopped working. He doesn't have much to. Is he talking about Sam Neill from Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, that sucks. That's going to be another iconic actor passing away. We just lost Richard Mole from Night Court.
When I saw the last Jurassic World movie, like, even though it was flawed, I still enjoyed it. But I was like, I thought like something didn't look quite right about him. And a few months later, that's when he came out having cancer.
Oh, I see. I didn't even hear about that. Yeah, there's been a few celebrity deaths. Matthew Perry, Bull from Night Court, which was Richard Mole, and it always comes in threes. I dare say, and I hope not. I hope it's not Sam Neill that's next. That's pretty shitty news. Slamo's thrown up. What do you gather on Samo's emojis, Anthony? I can't quite get a reading
Uh,
on that.
very mixed emotions. I'd take it.
So Slamo, you're being an emotional female right now. Are you okay? Do we need to sit down and have a talk? I mean, just let it out. Tell us what's going on in
She said
Samo's life.
She says he said he talks to the demons in the basement of his museum daily.
Also, he's talking about she's talking about Zach Bagans. Yeah, he's a fraud. He's a I can't stand him, and he's the biggest coward sissy on Ghost Adventures. He always sends Aaron and Jay and the other guy into the most supposed haunted places of the episode that they're in, and I'm going to stay behind a nerve center and what he's such a freaking sissy. He's a chicken shit.
So he's basically Tyra Banks from Resurrection.
Pretty much. Yep. Sam, what the fuck is wrong? Sebastian, my life is mysterious. Yeah, very mysterious, Polly. Slamo's starting to cry now. My sister likes Zach Bagan. I never watch him. He looks like he kidnaps kids. Yeah, and it's been about almost 5 years now since we had the bat vagina virus scamdemic, as I call it. And in the recent episodes of Ghost Adventures, he's still staying 6 feet apart from people and wearing a mask. He is just a chicken shit. I cannot stand Zach Bagans.
There's there's someone in my town that just like within the past few months recently stopped wearing three masks at once.
Good God. Okay, you just brought up that the people that did that wore layers after layers of that shit. That is it's I don't even have a word to describe it. It's ridiculous.
With
It's
just
stupid.
one mask on in about 45 minutes I'd have to rip it off because I'd start gagging.
No. Yeah, no shit. Samantha is the only person I know who can probably take an angry email in lower capital letters. Slamo's like, I've done that. Thank you very much.
You two should do a YouTube channel together.
Yes, that who Jay Gregory and Slamo, or Slamo and Sebastian?
Sebastian and Samo, brother and sister
Yeah,
podcast.
a sibling broadcast YouTube channel. Guys, I would definitely tune into that. I would love to be a guest on your podcast as well. That would be a hoot. I don't trust those reality TV ghost shows. They are about as real as Jada having hair. Yeah, you got that right. And guess what, Jada Pinkett Smith? You're bald. Polly said goodnight. Polly, take that crucifix with you, because I think so. I think Bloodless has definitely put a hex on you. So,
Bring some garlic too.
and
Then
some garlic,
he might eat the garlic in his sleep.
probably. Yeah, he eats just about everything else you put in front of him. Jay Gregory said, I knew it. Talking about Slamo. I don't watch them that much. I only see clips, but I saw an interview and Zach Bagan is so deluded. Yeah, he's a lunatic and he's a chicken shit. He's all talk. Oh God, we cannot talk for more than an hour. Um, that's what would be funny about you guys' channel, is the fact that you would be so sick of each other about the 15 to 20-minute mark. That, see, Anthony's already laughing. That would be a freaking hoot. I would love to see that. I'll pay you guys to do a YouTube channel where you guys are just bantering back and forth. Baz, we could do that. It would probably get canceled as soon as we'd start arguing. That's right. Yeah, I give you 15 minutes. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, but I might be giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, it'd be funny up until the moment you get canceled. It'd be funny.
It would. We'd go back to find their channel like the next day to see if they come out with another video, and it'd be unfindable. We'd be, so where'd their channel go? And then we got Sebastian messaging us, they already deleted our channel.
Jay Gregory will be the referee.
He'll throw a yellow towel. That means slow down the violence. I'm serious, guys. If you guys decide to do this sibling podcast, this sibling rivalry podcast, please let me be a guest on one
You
of
know
the
that
episodes.
that reminds me of the remake of Longest Yard when they have the first football practice and they start fighting.
Oh yeah,
Chris, stop the violence! Can't we all get along?
that was a good remake. That was a remake that I could get down on. I don't like a lot of remakes, but they hit it out of the park on that one. Sebastian says we'd have one episode and never continue. I would delete the channel if he ever made me mad. So Slamo, just be honest. How many seconds does it take for Sebastian to enter the same room as you and make you mad? I gotta know. I gotta know this. We could go on our channel one day, though. Go on your channel. Yes, that's a good idea. I think I will send both you guys my link to my channel, and then we could do a test run on my channel, because it would definitely get me some clicks and some views for sure. This brother sister rivalry with Anthony and Jay. Like I said, something to think about, siblings. Well, Anthony, has this been a good October? Has it been a good Halloween for you?
Yeah.
Besides
Now
the
just
fact it's almost got caught by Myers.
and now just back we're in the dead end of the year.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, it's that initial 2.5 weeks before Thanksgiving and Christmas. You're right. It's like a dead end. You're exactly correct.
And listen,
Slammo. Oh, go ahead.
so listen, next holiday movie to watch: Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, I love that movie. I watched that about 20 times every November, and for two reasons. It's John Candy and Steve Martin's best acting performances in any movie. Number one. Second being Uncle Buck for John Candy. And number two, it reminds me of my father who passed away a couple years ago. He absolutely loved that movie, man. So I make it a point to watch it at least 5, 6 times every November for Thanksgiving. So
My favorite kill from Halloween 4 is Brady.
you like that one?
Yeah, well, like, is it just? It looks like it cost $2, but the way they shot it with the sound effects, it's super effective.
And the way Sasha Jensen, who plays Brady, described the way he's getting lifted up. What was it? Someone was stepping on a board and it raised him up like a seesaw. I think that's what he said. So
Like with Friday the 13th Part 4, my favorite one is the twin we see get impaled through the silhouette of the lightning bolt because it lets your imagination put all the pieces together.
absolutely. I got to read this quote from Slammo. She said, "The second I wake up, he's in my room sometimes while I'm asleep, showing me a video, thinking I'm awake." Good God. She gets mad as soon as I step foot, one foot in. It's like walking into Shrek Swamp. I can only imagine Sam cussing out Sebastian, and then I'm saying, "Fuck you" in this channel. That's a good one, Jay. I just laugh about it. Uh, Sam said I would most definitely do that. Baz, I like how Brady spits the blood out like Clint Eastwood and then proceeds to scream. A little, I think we've already talked about it. You guys probably already know, but he's actually spitting out the blood capsule that he bites down on for the blood coming out the side of his mouth. It was starting to get in the back of his throat and choke him. That's why. So when you see him spit, he's spitting out the blood capsule. Uh, Jay
Hmm.
Gregory says, "Well, my older sister's cussing me. I just laugh." Yeah, I have an older brother, and when he got mad, I just laugh in his face too. Joe had a comment, but then retracted it. Jay, maybe Joe will be back with another comment. We'll see.
There's reminds me of like two friends I have. Well, one passed away. They were a father and son, but they
Uh huh.
bicker like an old married couple. I
That's
used to joke.
funny.
I used to joke going over there was like a new watching a new episode of Sanford and Son every time.
Sanford and Son. Dun, 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 dun,
Uh,
dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
That's
I used to.
that show is even more hilarious now because 90% of the jokes wouldn't fly.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they haven't tried to cancel it, as they fucking idiots say. Slammo, everyone likes Maestro's live now. Oh, she's telling everybody, yeah, that's a good idea, Slammo. Everybody, please hit the like button for me and Anthony. I think we're doing a pretty damn good job first time streaming together. Chadman says, I'm not sleeping with that coffin inside. Do you have bloodless over there? What's going on here?
Maybe you ought to nail it shut.
Yeah, definitely nail it shut. At least he died after figuring out cops do it by the book. Yeah, he found that out the hard way. Oh, Sanford and Son episode. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about, Chad, man. Jay, out of all the siblings, I'm the only one who knows how to get under my older sister's skin. I'd kind of like to see that too, Jay.
Like my favorite, like one on Sanford and Son was when he was arguing with Aunt Esther. She goes, "May the wrath of God strike you down, Fred Sanford," and he picks up the baseball bat, "and may this Louisville slugger knock you out."
Red Fox he was great. He was one of the greats, man. May this Louisville slugger knock you out. I love the way he talked. I love the way he talked to Lamar too, you big dummy. Hey, dummy. There was one time. He was talking. He was insulting the shit out of Aunt Esther. He was like, "I'm gonna stick your face in dough and make gorilla cookies." Oh shit.
Those two were good friends in real life.
Yes, and the woman that played Aunt Esther, she was actually a comedian like Red Fox was. I watched one of her stand-ups from years and years back. She was dirty. I mean, she was one of the OG women female comedians that was dirty as hell. I mean, just dirty. uh, Sometimes Jay Gregory says sometimes my sister gets irritated just looking at me. Boy, you really get under her skin, then Jay. Chad, man, it's scary. Red Fox actually died from a heart attack. Yeah, he always teased about it on the show. Oh, this is the big one. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming. And then on the set of his new show that was out in the late 80s, early 90s, he dropped dead from a heart attack. I couldn't believe that shit because he always joked around about it like Chad, man, just said on the show.
And like he was not just that wasn't just coming back to TV, but that was after the IRS thing too. So he was just rebuilding his life.
Yes, he was. Yeah, that's a good. I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of people don't know that, but Anthony, being the good knowledge scholar that he is, he knew that, and that just reminded me. I forgot all about that fact. Samo, and Sebastian just laughing their asses off at my Red Fox Fred Sanford impersonation. Oh God! And Esther comes through the front door. He goes, "Oh God, I done thought I flushed my toilet." JG Eddie has tried to come back on the live stream and was timed out for 86 seconds by Jay Gregory. Like I always brag about, I got the fastest moderators on YouTube.
You know, another one of my favorite laughs on TV was.
What's that?
Remember the episode of MASH where Klinger was pretending like he was going to burn himself to get to Section 8?
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, Colonel Potter pats him on the back, then smells its water, so he whispers something to Radar. And when he comes back and dumps it, who put gasoline in my gasoline?
I love MASH. A lot of people don't like it for some reason, but I love the theme song to it.
I have the complete series.
Oh, do you really? Yeah, I don't have that. I catch a lot of them on Hulu. They got some episodes on Hulu, but I just remember as a kid, especially on the weekends, it always came on real late, like 10, 11 o'clock, and
Yeah,
that music would kick in, and me and my dad would sit there and watch it, and I just, even as a kid, I was like, man, this show is great. I didn't understand a lot of the jokes back then like I do now, but I just enjoyed the show.
Yeah, I actually would stay up past my bedtime to watch it.
Oh yeah, exactly. We were doing so well without trolls, and all of a sudden, JG Wentworth comes to the live stream. I think I'll be Red Fox for the rest of the live stream. You know, I like to do my impersonations. Samo. Jay Gregory says
And MASH was able to do like political commentary without beating you over the head with it.
Pretty much. Yep, that's a good way of putting it. Anthony's voice sounds very familiar. I think I stumbled across his channel before. Well, no shit, Jay Gregory. Chad Man says I haven't watched the MASH movie. I can't remember if I have or
It
not.
it's a
Oh,
completely different experience from the show.
yes, and the only character that's in it that actually transfers over into the series is Radar, correct?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. An extra 86 seconds is wild. Yeah, no shit. Jay, for real, I should have just gave him 85. Yeah, we were pretty much troll free. We're on an hour and 45 minutes on this live stream. We finally get one troll. Maybe it was
I
the Red
love
Fox impersonation. What do you think, Anthony?
yeah. I love how they have that ridiculously long timeout now.
Oh, I know. That's what they're laughing about. That actually, you probably get the same thing on your channel. Do you get a weekly recap and like messages from the YouTube studio
Yeah,
alerting you to this?
I don't always check it, but I get it.
Yeah, this new 86-second thing just come out like 2 months ago. I remember getting an alert from YouTube Studio about it, and I was like, "Damn, that's a long damn time to be timed out."
What's great is like especially if you're doing nightly live streams and you do that to someone like the next night they can't come back and comment again.
No, no, they gone. So that's the guy you said looks like a pig on an ass crack. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he does. Looks like not even a hemorrhoid. He just a big ass. He just a big ass pimple on my ass crack. Red Fox here, Fred Sanford. I don't like pimples on my ass crack. John Carpenter did appears in late shows. Stephen Colbert, who's a piece of shit. Mr. Carpenter says, "I'm so lucky to be the greatest Hollywood horror director of my." Oh God, Jesus! He must have
Uh
had. He must have done a big old 8 ball of coke before he went on that interview, Anthony.
the greatest heart. Alfred Hitchcock would like to have a word with you.
Uh, he's just one that you mentioned of the many that would definitely argue with John Carpenter on that one. And Hitchcock was the OG of suspense and thriller, if you want
Yeah,
my personal
Rear
opinion.
Rear Window is my favorite of his.
Oh, dude, that is a classic.
And it
Uh,
had a even though it wasn't an official remake, it had a pretty solid unofficial remake. Disturbia.
uh, that's right, Disturbia. You're right. I'm a Raymond Burr fan. I love Perry Mason. I know you know that show, Anthony. You're an
Yeah.
OG like I am. It's pretty incredible that Raymond Burr was the killer in that movie too.
I've often researched with that movie and I haven't found anything, but all the people we only see through the windows, I've wondered, did he like get a lot of stage actors for those parts?
Probably so. That's a good way of guessing on that one. Yeah. Baz, I felt bad for blocking that bald pothead who joined a few days ago, but I don't know how to unblock. Like I said, Baz, you don't have to explain yourself on that. He did come on kind of like a knucklehead on a live stream. Hey man, I smoke weed. You guys get hot. That's not what we talk about. I mean, even if you're new to my channel and you don't know what we talk about, you just don't come on a live stream start talking about the greenie or the white just anything like that. That's just it's to me it's just ignorant, and that's why I
That's
gave the
a
guy a hard time.
That's like one of my friends I live streams I mod for him, and he had this guy come in. I don't like racist. He come, oh hey so and so, you don't like racist? Well, I don't either. Then he just go, I hate KKK. Something this K is there any KKK here? And I just like banned him. And he asked the next day, I seen you banned him. What happened? And I told him what he kept saying. He's like, well, you did the right thing.
Yeah, you cannot come on a new live stream where you don't know shit from Cheyenne of anybody and
Like
just start spouting off ignorant shit like that, man.
he's playing Elden Ring. How about we talk about the game?
Uh, Chad Man Carpenter also told Colbert to pay him to find out who survived at the end of the thing. Oh yeah, I know what interview you're talking about. Part of that popped up on my news feed on my phone. Chad Man Baz, I never been banned from any of the core four, but I had we watched a movie, accidentally skipped my super chat, and no one ever noticed my cries for. Oh no shit, that was a while back. We block fools for a reason. That's right, Jay Gregory. That pothead couldn't even say hi. No, he didn't even see. That's what I'm talking about. He didn't even come on and say, "Hey guys, how you doing?" Just found the channel. Was, "Hey, I smoke weed. Anybody smoke weed?" I mean, I'm sorry. I'm going to take it that you're a troll or that you're trying to bait click my ass. You're trying to get me to say something that I shouldn't say on the live stream to get me in trouble, because that's what a lot of the trolls like to do. They'll type something in to see if you'll repeat it, something that's controversial, uh, and and that's what I thought he was doing. That's why I had no problem with his ass being blocked. Yeah, Baz. Yeah, I seen that comment. He was like, "Yo, I was just coming on saying, well, then say hi, say hello, hey."
Don't just immediately just throw something random out like that.
And it was ignorantly random. Slamo, I'm still worried why that guy's username was human. Yeah, I remember that last night.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Anthony? What was it? 4-time world champion human trafficker. I'm like, I appreciate your sub and your view, but I'm not going to say your full name on my live
Yeah.
stream. So I just
There
kept
is
calling him 4-time.
You told that the weird names. There was one guy I used to watch. He stopped streaming years ago, but in one live chat at the same time, he had a Santa Claus profile and a Hitler profile. It
That's
was just,
just
it was
that's
just the absurdity of it.
that's screwed up, man. That's
Like
fucked
I,
up.
I laughed so hard I gave myself a nosebleed.
Yeah, no. That's why before I started actually interacting with you, I had to watch how you operate on your lives. Yes, I. That's what I like to try to tell. I try to tell my trolls that I'm very guarded with my castle, my YouTube channel, if you will, and I'm very smart about it. I'm very clever about it, and I'm not going to do or say anything fucked up to get me in trouble. So, uh,
Just act like you got some sense and you're not going to get timed out or banned.
right. Baz, I don't watch any of those Tonight shows. Neither do I, because they just can't handle getting into politics. Right. And that's another reason why I don't watch them. He kept saying he
I
was anti. Yeah, I remember that, Chad, man.
I haven't watched The Tonight Show since Jay Leno.
I haven't watched the Tonight Show since David Letterman. So I'm with you on that one.
Well, that was the late show.
Yeah. I wasn't a big Leno fan, so I always waited for Letterman to come on. Uh,
Letterman was
yes,
pretty good too.
yeah, oh yeah, Letterman was hilarious. His show was very, very freaking unique. Yes, that guy was very disturbing to me as well, Baz. That was probably Jay from We Watched the Movie. Yeah.
Well,
Slammo, I used to love Jimmy Fallon, but now he keeps bringing up political bullshit on his channel too. So
remember
I
with
can't.
David Letterman put away the Late Show bear?
Mm-hmm. I remember that. I'm just thinking back to some of the Letterman shows, man. He did some crazy shit on there. Baz, Jimmy Kimmel pisses me off. Me too. He is a big mouth moron. Yeah, I'll never forget the night he had uh, shit for brains Biden on his show that night, and he's talking about, why don't you just declare martial law and take everybody's guns? He's trying to tell Biden that, and I'm like, yeah, why don't you try to do that? I fucking dare you.
I've seen a clip of that on YouTube, and there was one comment that cracked me up. It said, "Hey Jimmy, your wife's boyfriend said they want dinner ready on time today."
Oh god, jeez. Chad, man, Letterman wasn't a snake like Leno. No, he even was a guest on Conan, which was his replacement on his old show, I believe. So yeah, you're correct on that one, Chad, man. I used to watch the Ellen show. Jay Gregory, I wouldn't tell too many people that, Jay, but I still love you. Letterman got the fire extinguisher for Richard Simmons. He got the fire extinguisher not only for Richard Simmons but for a couple of the guests. So Slammo, I rarely hear about politics on Jimmy Fallon. He's always high on laughter and playing games. What cracks me up about Fallon is when he was on SNL, he laughed at every skit. I mean, he could never stay in character. He always laughed. He laughed at after every one of his jokes, man. That was Jimmy Fallon on SNL, and now he does it on his talk show.
Hmm.
Uh,
The
Baz. So
only
basically, oh, go ahead.
never mind.
Oh, okay. Baz. So basically, he wants tyranny. Yeah, yeah. That's fucking piece of shit Fallon. The very thing that create. Yeah. Oh, trust me, it gets worse from there. Oh, Jay, maybe you might want to keep all your information to yourself after the Ellen show incident. Ellen is a Jamie Lee Curtis in training. Yeah, you got that right. I don't get why they didn't fire Fallon back in SNL. Did something obviously happen that I don't know about with Fallon and SNL? I guess. Oh, we got another message. Unfortunately, Slammo, I cannot repeat that comment, but I hear what you're saying. Sebastian or her son. Yeah, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. So, Anthony, what do you think about your first live stream with the Maestro Megatron?
Pretty good.
We'll have to do this again sometime. I'm going to do this with a couple of you guys tonight. I had Anthony join me of Anthony's movies and reviews. I'm going to have Asylum on one of the live streams here in the future. I'm going to make it a
That'll
point to
be
have,
good.
yeah, I'm going to have it a point to have each one of you guys, even Sebastian and Slammo Samo, a guest on my live stream. I think that
Tag
would,
team.
yes, the tag team, the sibling team. Weird ass family. We need a modern day Loomis to go after these. Yeah, no shit. So he can shoot him 6 times. Joe, woke teen kids attack me. They say hate hip hop and rap, LGBT black. Yeah. That's the best thing to do is just ignore them, Joel. Jay Thor. Hope you all had a great Halloween. Welcome to the live stream, buddy. Better late than never. I was just about to get to that. Anthony said he had a good October. I hope everybody else had a good October and Halloween as well. Um, I was going to tell everybody for me, this October and Halloween was great for me, and I'll tell you exactly why. This has been one of the most memorable Octobers for me, and I didn't even get to do that much. I got to spend a lot of time on YouTube, but I didn't get to go to any haunted houses or haunted forests or anything like any activity like that because I'm still trying to get healthy. But I was going to tell everybody that this past October and this Halloween has been, I'm very grateful for it because I was just about 12 hours away from dying before I went into the hospital.
Wow.
And when I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, yes. So my life got saved, and I was able to be here for October. I was able to be here for Halloween. So this will always be a very memorable October and Halloween for me because, like I said, I was probably about half a day away from dying because
Yeah,
I
that's another thing.
refused to go to. Go ahead.
If you feel like something's like significantly out of place, go to the urgent care or something. Don't push it off.
Well, and that was my problem. I'm very stubborn. I'm like a true male. I kept saying, "Oh, it'll pass. It'll pass." I was having so much stomach pain I couldn't even stand up straight, Anthony. I was walking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame,
A
like
few
everywhere I
years
went.
a few years back, I had an infected spider bite on my leg. And I'm
Ooh,
like,
I've had
it'll
those.
it'll it'll get better. I don't need to go to the urgent care. It'll get better. One
No, no, no,
late
no, no,
night,
no.
it got so bad I had to go to the bathroom. And okay, my bedroom is right next to the bathroom. That's how close I am. It took 20 minutes for me to get from the bed to the toilet.
Good God. Yeah, you let that go way too long.
And like, I had a welt on my leg about almost the size of a baseball. So the next day
She.
I was at the urgent care.
Yeah, you can't let. I've been bit twice by a fiddleback, and I still got the scars. It's unbelievable what the hell those bites do,
I
and
put
it's
it off
such a
for like
small
2
spider.
weeks.
Oh, good God, you're more of a man than I am then, because like
And like,
2 days after I got bit, my ass was at the emergency room.
when I got there, they had to do like a bacteria culture of the infection. They were going to numb it and stick a needle in. I'm like, you're not sticking a needle in this. So they had to squeeze a sample out. And
That's
like,
crazy.
the only thing that got me mad was that when you have a grown man screaming in agony in your office, I think it's okay to give him something for the pain, and they didn't give me anything.
Um, yeah, I definitely would have been screaming some malpractice on that one.
They didn't even give
Slammo.
me crutches.
Good God. Slammo said, "We're glad you're here and feeling better. I appreciate that, Slammo Samo, and I love you guys to death." Yeah, Baz, it was really that bad. It was a cyst and a 7 centimeter long abscess in my stomach and on my colon. And when I say I was about 12 hours away from dying, the abscess was so bad on my colon that my bowels and my colon almost perforated. So yeah, I would have definitely passed on that one. So, Infinite Loop, thank you for the prayer hands. Jay Thor, glad you're still alive and kicking, man. Can't ignore that. Yeah, from here on out, I look at this as a second chance to my life. From here on out, one little thing seems off on my body, I'm going, like Anthony said, I'm going straight to the urgent care. So,
It's like,
no questions.
over the winter, I had to get on my mom's case. She was had a cold and she was getting worse. I'm like, you need to call the doctor and get him to look. And she's like, oh, I have an appointment next Friday. I said, no, you're calling the doctor now and see if you can get in earlier. He
Yeah.
got her like 2 days later, and it turned out she had like a some kind of bacterial infection in her lungs.
Oh, good God. Yeah. When it comes to your lungs, you definitely can't put that off, man. Uh, let's see. Let's get to some comments. That's why it's good to be healthy and not be mental and physical decline like the Myers fan. You're exactly correct. Jay Gregory, that's horrifying. What did Jay say? Flashbacks when I had to get surgery on my head and it didn't go to the hospital the day the doctor said I would have. Yeah, that reminds me of my case, Jay Greg. I just from here on out, I would never put off any healthy decline on my body ever again. Never, never again. Yes, God was definitely on obviously Jay Gregory's side and on my side as well.
Now, if like your local hospital has a reputation for having issues, still don't push it off. But if you need something major, it's still your right as a patient to say no, send me to another one. I don't want it here.
Right. And there's a
My
hospital
lo-
that I got. Oh, go ahead.
my local hospital, if I need, say, my tonsils or my appendix out, fair enough. But if I need my heart taken care of or something major, especially heart, send me to Asheville. They got the best cardiac ward in the state.
At least you know where the good ones and the bad ones are, where you need to go. Chad, man, did they say how you got that? What's it called? Diverticulitis is what I had.
Diverticulitis.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, I have had this for many years, and it's been growing. It had been growing in my stomach and reached to my colon all these years, and I never knew it. I
It's
never knew it.
basically intestinal ulcers, isn't it?
Yes, yes, because most of my life I've always taken ulcer medicine, but then it got to the point where my prescription ulcer medicine didn't work anymore, so I just stopped taking it. So for 3 years there, I was off my medication, and that's when the decline in my stomach and all that started to really happen. Because my medication wasn't touching the pain anymore or my bowels. It was just painful, and so
And
that
I'm
was the
sure you
result.
had to have to change your diet fairly significantly.
Yes, I'm. It's been over 6 weeks now, so I'm starting to eat a lot more of the stuff that I really like to eat. But as far as eating everything spicy, like I even used to spice up steaks, and I put hot sauce on everything. I do not do that anymore. I
Ugh,
mean, yeah, I'm free and
I that'd be rough for me. I make my own hot sauce.
I do too. I still make it for my friends and my neighbors and stuff. But as a matter of fact, tonight I had some soup with my cheeseburger. I actually just put like just a little nibble of hot sauce in it. So I'm slowly getting back to that hot sauce
The rough part
process
about
again.
making it is when you're boiling the peppers in the vinegar.
Oh yes, that's a painful part, especially if you get too close. Uh,
Only time I was that Sam. The only time I went to the ER is when I had a panic attack and my heart palpitations. I thought I was dying. I can't imagine what going through all that.
yeah, man. When it comes to heart situations like that, you can't mess around with that stuff, man. And I'm telling you straight on that one, Anthony. Uh, Jay Thor watched H2O tonight with his mom. That is a good Halloween to watch with your mother for sure. Wow, the only time I went to the ER is when I had a panic attack and heart palpitations. Yeah, watch out for that shit because it could turn into something serious later on, Sam. I can't imagine going through all that. No. She loves H2O. I don't mind it, but I almost had to go to the hospital because I almost had a stroke from seeing those god awful masks. How many different masks was it, Anthony? 5 in
I
H2O?
think so. They should have just
Yeah.
stuck with the H6 mask.
Oh, I'm sure the Weinsteins had something to do with that stupid shit. So after Donald Pleasance passed away and the Weinsteins took over, uh, we got H2O and Resurrection, and then Rob Zombie's bullshit as a result of that. And I think the rest is history. Enough said on that.
At least with the Rob Zombie ones, even though you can be mad at them, you can only be so mad because they're not connected to the original.
Yeah, yeah, that is a true fact on that one. That's a good way of looking at it. I was in so much pain, my head was throbbing. But Jay Gregory, I couldn't even imagine going through that. When I get like just a little bit of a headache, I'm like the biggest baby in the world about it. So I couldn't imagine going through head trauma like that, Jay. That's crazy, man. I've been eating a lot of junk recently, and I'm young and not thinking about repercussions right now. So should start reading. Yeah, you are quite a bit still young, Baz, but I'm telling you, uh, just watch what you eat. Take care of your gut because I'm living proof that later on in your years it does come back to haunt you, and it came back to haunt my ass. I was in the hospital 3 weeks because of it. So
And stress can mess with your gut too.
yes, and that's another thing I should have brought up is I have a lot of stress related depression from the past and shit like that. So yeah, that probably didn't factor in very well at all either. So you're right about that one. I've been getting surgery since I was a newborn. I had to get uh, I can't really pronounce that hydrocephalus surgery and hernia surgery at the same. Oh, good God! Anything hernia surgery connected or and any that's never fun.
But
J
still
Thor,
take
it's
it over kidney stone.
no, I've yeah, and that's I tell you what, Anthony, I'm glad you brought that up. I have passed probably 1,000 kidney stones in my lifetime, so I know how you feel.
My friend,
Um,
he had something called a staghorn kidney stone.
that just sounds painful.
Yeah, like I just felt pain shoot through me.
Oh,
And they couldn't get all of it, so in a couple months he's gonna have to go back for them to get the rest of it.
God. That's what I was going to tell you. When this stomach pain really started hitting me a couple months ago, that's what I thought it was. I was like, great, I'm passing another kidney stone. And then another month went by and I'm still in pain with no relief. And then another month went by and I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is just an ordinary kidney stone this time. So,
Yeah, this might be more serious.
and unfortunately, I found out that it was way more serious. But I tell you what, guys, it's been great having Anthony on the live stream. That wasn't me, by the way; it was my neighbor. And we've had a good chat. I hope everybody had a good October, good Halloween. Um, thank you, everybody, for coming on the live stream. It's getting late, and I'm gonna hop off here. Anthony, thank you for hopping on the live stream with me tonight, buddy.
Been fun.
It has been fun. Some good talks, good conversation. Um, and we're going to have to definitely do this again. I want to try to get everybody as a guest on the live, every one of my subs as a guest. We started with Anthony tonight. Jay Thor, you have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
Ollie will be one for the books.
Polly will definitely be one for the books. And also, the ultimate one for the books is going to be Sebastian and his sister Slammo. Chad, man, thanks for the
Oh
trophy.
boy.
Jay Gregory. Jay, good night to you. But before you go, I would like to have you on as a guest as well. Sebastian and Slammo, Asylum. I would like to have him on as a guest too. And I think this is something that we should do throughout the next couple of months. Is just have a guest.
If you're feeling really brave, you could do Polly and Bloodless at the same time.
Oh, good God, that would get my channel definitely kicked off. If if I wanted to get my channel deleted, that's the two people that I would have on the live stream.
It'd
If I
probably give you a coronary.
Yes, they would I would definitely it would definitely, oh, it's the big one. Elizabeth, I'm coming. Yep.
Take over
Good
the
night,
channel for
Infinite
me, Professor.
And it paid off. We got did we get a ton of subs tonight, Sebastian? Jay Gregory says I'd love to join. Hell yeah. Good night, Infinite Loop. Have a good night too as well, Sebastian.
Up to
Slammo.
469.
Oh, we're up to 469. All right, cool. You have a great night as well, Slammo. Joe, have a good night. This has been fun. Anthony, we need to do this again sometime, buddy.
Definitely.
You have a good night as well. And sweet dreams, everybody. Happy nightmares. And I will see you Saturday. I'm taking a couple of days off. Have a good one, y'all.
See y'all.